Hi, good day all of you. Welcome to our session. Welcome to our channel, Intelligible Tutorials. In this today's session, now we are going to describe about the fourth unit, the set statements and binding. So, what is a set statement and binding? What are the various contents in it? Now we are going to see. Okay. So next, what are the set statements and binding normally? Set statements are nothing but one of the statements, just like the queries, they will be used to retrieve the information and to locate the information. Okay, so they normally use some Boolean logic and as well as the natural language, how we will use in our real life. Okay, so whenever we generate a set statement, for each and every set statement, whatever item is going to be retrieved by the user, for each and every item we have to give some weight, we have to assign some weight and importance. Okay, so the weighted items will be retrieved. So using some statistical representations, we can use some weight or assignment or some weight or assigning some importance to the items whatever we want to extract or whatever we want to retrieve. Okay, at this point binding is to the vocabulary and the past experiences of the user. That means binding is one of the important thing here, based on the vocabulary and based on the past experiences where that particular item is located by the user. Okay, the next. So binding normally it gives some more abstract form of the information whatever we are going to retrieve. So some redefined form of the information or more specific form of the information that gives by the binding. Whenever the set statement is the user attempt to specify the conditions, he has to use some set of the conditions, and logically the he can use some set of the operators also to retrieve the items and the total item space to cluster the items that contain the information needed by the user. The user can use some set of the conditions, the user can put some set of the logical statements and some total item space also here to retrieve, to extract the information from the information retrieval system. Okay, coming to the next level of the binding, the set statement is parsed here. Some of the parsing techniques can be used in the next level of the binding. So it can uses its own meta language. The set statements translates the query to its own meta language. Okay, so the next level of the binding comes by the parsing and it can use its own meta language. The next, the here the set statement is set statements are binding is also called as the process which is somewhat relevant to the indexing process. Okay, indexing of the items. So in the statistical systems we determine the processing of the tokens and assigning the weights, processing of the token and the frequent occurrence of the items. In the same manner here also items are assigned to the some statistical importance value, and the frequent occurrence of the items can also be calculated in the set statement. And coming to the natural language systems, these natural language systems determine the syntactical and other kind of the semantics are can be used to retrieve the items, and some algorithms are also used same as in the indexing. Next, now coming to the concept systems, they map the set statement to the set of concepts used to the items. So concept systems are the systems that map the set statement to the set of the concepts wherever the user has retrieved, those can be used. So mapping can be done in the set statements. So what is the set totally? It is one set of the extracting of the items. It can give some importance, some statistical measure also it gives, and frequency occurrence also it counts, and natural language systems it determines, and syntactical and discourse semantics also it uses, and concept systems that map the search and statements the set of the concepts. That means whenever we are going to search for an item like this, and these are the items that are available in the document or in the database whatever it is, and it map the concept index maps the items according to the mapping. So that item is available in only 1 and 3, then it maps like this. So in this way the concept systems map the set statement to the set of the concepts to the index items. Next, The final level of the binding comes here is applied to the specific database. This binding is based upon the statistics of processing tokens in the database and the semantics used in the database. Finally, we see the search applied to the specific database wherever you want to extract based on the statistical measurements and based on the semantics. Next, some of the statistics used in weighted are based upon the current contents of the database. So current contents means what are the how frequently the particular item is existing in the database. So this frequency can be calculated by using two different terminologies. Here we have to take care into taken into the consideration. Number one, here it is called as, just a minute, it is called as document frequency. Number second, it is called as the total frequency. So what is the meaning of the document frequency? In the particular document, how many number of the times that item is existing, that is document frequency. Suppose in the document 1, this item is existing as n number of the times n1, and in the document 2 it is existing as n2 number of the times. So the total frequency is termed as, so this is called as the document frequency, whereas it is existing, this feature is called as the document frequency. Here in the document frequency, in the document 1 it is existing in it is existing in n1, and document 2 it is existing in n2 number of times. So total frequency is termed as, that is n1 plus n2, total number of the documents that particular item is existing. So totally it is nothing but the total frequency of the item. This can be calculated like this. The total frequency of the item can be given as like this. Okay, so this is nothing but the total frequency. So in this way we can calculate the frequency of the items as document frequency and total frequency. Frequently in a concept indexing system, the concepts that are used basis of the indexing determined by applying statistical algorithm against a representative sample of the database versus generic across the generic across all databases. So what does it mean? Now we are going to see here. Okay, so frequently in the concept indexing system, whatever concepts that we are extracting, those are based on the indexing and determining the statistical algorithms. So they can make the use of the statistics, they can take into the consideration of the frequency of occurrence of the items like document frequency and as well as the total frequency. Okay, so binding not only extracting the items, binding not only taking the items in by relevant information retrieval systems, it can also taken into the consideration of the weights associated to it. The weights are measured by the statistical measurements, and the next one is what you call the numbers associated with it, the statistical indexing associated with it, and total frequency of the item in a document, and total frequency, the entire frequency of the item in all the number of the documents. All these things can be taken into the consideration. Okay, and then the natural language indexing techniques tend to use most independent algorithms. Natural language indexing can use some set of the independent algorithms, and coming figure illustrates some kind of the different level of the bindings, and parenthesis is used in the second binding step to indicate the expansion of the thesaurus. What it dictates, now we are going to see. What it indicates, now we are going to see. Coming to the figure, this is the figure. Here we are having some input, some out binding will be there. In the input, find me information on the impact of the oil spills in Alaska on the price of the oil. And here what this is, it is actually a natural language statement where the user search statement using the vocabulary of the user. Next, coming to the input, the individual sentences, the individual words are there: impact, oil spills, Alaska, price, etc. These are statistical system binding extracts processing tokens. Now coming to the third input, impact is given as 0.308, oil is given as 0.3606, and 0.65.12. All these are the statistical measurements. These statistical measurements are nothing but weights assigned to each and every individual item based upon the inverse document frequency algorithm. Okay, these weights attain to such items based on inverse document frequency algorithm of the database. So whenever this query is given, the entire information can be searched based on the vocabulary. Independent items can be searched by using the statistical binding extracts processing tokens, but weights assigned here based on the inverse document frequency. Based on the frequency, it will searches. Okay, these are the various kinds of the input statement that we will use. These are the various kinds of the binding that we will apply to the input statements. Okay, this is the example of the query binding. Okay, the next here, the length of the set statements directly affect the ability of the information systems to find the relevant items. Okay, so the length also affects the ability of the relevant items. Longer the search, it is easier to find the system have to find the items. Profiles used to search items for selective dissemination of information systems are very long, typically 75 to 100 number of the times may contain. Some of the information, some of the selective dissemination of information systems, they may take 75 to 100 terms. In large systems used by research specialists and analysts, the typical ad hoc search statement is approximately 7 terms. Okay, in large systems, it may contain approximately 7 terms. Okay, so very big, very long terms can also be used in the search statements for binding. Okay, so next PPT we talk about similarity measures and ranking. So this is about the various kinds of the binding of input statements, and next one various kinds of the total frequency and document frequency, and various kinds of the mapping techniques of all these things we have seen in this binding. In the coming videos we talk about similarity measures and ranking. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel Intelligible Tutorials, and watch all my videos. Thank you.